Hello everyone. I am Mrs. Anju Handa. I provide technical expertise to those who want to open and run a preschool. Why preschools were born? What was the necessities which led us to start preschools? Let's talk about that. Hello everyone. I am Mrs. Anju Handa. I run a company by the name of Green's Consultancy for preschools and event management. I provide technical expertise to those who want to open and run a preschools. I have established many preschool in and around Delhi and even outside Delhi. Welcome to my channel. In this channel, in the various episodes of my channel, I will be providing you the deep insight into various aspects of opening and running preschools. But before that, I definitely would like to talk about why preschools. Why preschools were born. What was the necessities which led us to start preschools? Why this preschool culture came into existence? So let's talk about that. In my time, when I was small, or the time of my generation, there were no preschools. We straight away went to the formal schools in nursery or KG. There were no preschool and there were no requirement as such for preschool. So why the requirement was not there? Because in my time there was a joint family system in place. Not only that, the size of the family was also very big. The number of children in one family were large. The cousins were staying together in the same house under the same roof. In that scenario, we grew up together, learning from each other, sharing with each other, and caring for each other. But with the changing of time, but with the passing of time, the joint family system is replaced by nuclear families. The large family system was replaced by small families. The number of children in a family became less. 2 children or sometimes even a single child is available in today's family. And also with the education, the woman of the house also started working. She also started adding a large part to the family income. But her motherly role was still at place. She needs to look after her children. In that scenario, when she is not available at home and she is going outside to work along with the husband, in that case, who will look after the children? That was a big question mark. Who will provide them with the necessary guidance which is required for a child at the impressionable age when they are small? So during that time, few people thought of an idea and they started a preschool. Where and when the first preschool started, we will not go into that. But yes, the preschool culture developed out of the changing social scenario of our country. So parents started sending their small children when they attained the age of 2 or 2.5 or 3 years to preschools, because in those preschools they were well taken care of. They were not deprived of their childhood. They had their own company, their own peer group to mingle with. They could complete so many of their milestones in those preschools, like they started eating, and they learned how to eat by themselves. They started communicating on their own, and then they learned so many things in preschool because they had their own age group along with them, unlike at home where there was no company of their age. I don't say in every house it was the case, but in many houses, the small children don't have their peer group to mingle with, to play with, to share with, to care with. So, this is how the preschools were born. And slowly and steadily, the number of preschool went on increasing. It started from bigger city because in those cities the more women were working, and slowly and steadily it spread to smaller cities as well, because education reached in every nook and corner of our country, and people started working, in their own way. Either women are working in some corporates or in some business, or they are working at home. They do need time to devote to that particular job they have taken. So, in this episode, I think this much I would like to tell you, that how the preschools were born. In my next episode, I will tell you about what is the role of a good preschool. So stay tuned and always stay in touch. If you are opening a preschools, and if you have any query, or if you want to get in touch with me to open and start a new preschool, and you want some technical guidance, you can approach me, you can contact me at the given number. And if you want to learn more and more about preschooling business, you please subscribe to my channel, press the bell icon, and you will get all the notification, all the updates for my coming episode. Have a wonderful day. Thank you very much.